Hello, audience of TheatreAdda.com. Today we have with us the man who never sleeps and the man himself, Mr. Kuljeet Singh. So, hello, sir. It's pleasure of ours to have you on our website, TheatreAdda.com.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So, how's the journey like?
With Atelier or?
Yeah, with Atelier as individually as an artist and everything, the theatre life.
You see, like a typical middle class family, uh, you see, I faced the similar kind of problems at home to start with, and you see, it's been almost 14 years now. So when I started dabbling with theatre during my college years, my parents were really worried about things and how I'm going to, you see, how I'm going to make a career out of it. That was their concern. I mean, one can always look at it as a concern. So I also was looking at it from the same perspective, but at the same time, I was also concerned about what I wish to do in life. And I was a student of literature and was a part of the college theatre group. So I feel college theatre group played a very important role in making me what I am today, if I am anything, or perhaps taking me through the process of rigor, through the process of learning, through the process of understanding. And that's where the journey is very important. There are no shortcuts. You have to walk the path. And I think those who are still in college, they have an opportunity. They have tremendous scope to learn, discuss, disagree, make mistakes, and move on. And that's what happened to me. I do not have a formal training in theatre. I studied theatre as an academic subject when I was doing literature honors at Khalsa College, Delhi University. And that's the beginning of Kuljeet Singh. And thereafter, I realized after college years that there's no space to work, and Atelier Theatre was born. Now, it's Atelier is a 10-year-old baby and doing pretty well. And there are other offshoots of Atelier as well, offshoots of me as well as an individual, as an artist. I have developed interest in music. I have developed interest in theatre music. So I'm working with a with a bunch of enthusiastic musicians, and we plan to create some fascinating music for stage, for theatre. Obviously, film is there. That comes on the way. I never pursued film. Let me tell you, I'm not a very keen actor to get into films. Theatre was my first love, and it would remain to be the first one. And there could be certain areas in theatre which I would like to explore more. I never wanted to get into cinema and films. I mean, it wasn't an obsession at all. I liked watching films. I still watch films. I love to discuss and see and take it ahead. But I never thought I'll get into, you see, films. Margarita with a Straw happened because I was doing pretty well in theatre and people were looking at it. So one fine day, through the social media, I received a message and things went on. I went for the screen test. They sent me a script. They asked me if I would like to take it up. And then things concretized.
Okay, so how does Margarita with a Straw tastes like?
Oh my God, it's miraculous. I mean, when I was approached for the film, I was sent the script first. I had gone through the script. I loved the idea behind and the intent behind doing it. So immediately I responded back and I said, I am on for this. Now what's the process? So the associate director, Nilesh Manyar, who looked at my work on Facebook, asked me to come for an audition, a screen test. I went there. He took a couple of bites and then he showed it to Shonali Bose, who's the director of the film. I had worked with Shonali during my college years in a film called Amu. So when she got to know about it, she said, I know Kuljeet beforehand. So we met, we discussed things, and finally they accepted me, you see, for the role of Balraj Kapoor, which I am playing in the film. Who's Laila's father. Laila is the protagonist of the film, and she is a girl who aspires to be a musician. She's disabled one and have alternate sexual orientation. How this girl pursues her journey and what are the struggles she faces, that's the crux of the story. It's releasing on April 17th, coming Friday. It would be great if you guys go and have a look at it. It's a very, very serious engagement with the form and the content. I'm not saying it's a very serious film. I said it's a very serious engagement with the issue Shonali is dealing with. So it's not one of the films which would like to talk about some fashionable, you see, social issue. It's a very serious engagement. And I'm so happy and proud to be a part of this film. And Shonali and Nilesh, they have done fantastic work with this. Kalki is the protagonist who has played Laila Kapoor. I'm her father. And this man who is a happy-go-lucky Sikh gentleman, lives in GK2. And he has a wife who's a Brahmin, Marathi Brahmin from Pune. They have a sort of small family, wife, husband, daughter and son. So this happy-go-lucky man faces a crisis as the story moves ahead. His wife is cancerous and his daughter, to this middle-class, reserved, conservative father, is a homosexual, which is obviously not acceptable to him. So this is broadly the way story moves. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. We will definitely watch Margaret Up with a Straw, sir, for sure. So another thing is that you have dealt with college students, as in theatre with them, and also you're dealing with professionals.
That's right.
So what difference you feel in both of them?
You see, these are two different spaces. College theatre thrives on passion. Commercial theatre thrives on passion plus commerce. So that's essentially the difference. At times I have seen college theatre doing really well. So that's why my intent is to create bigger platforms for college theatre. The ACT, Atelier's ACT Festival, which is Atelier's Campus Theatre Festival, is one of the initiatives. I personally feel that if you want to you see, make theatre live for longer years, I mean, for the last so many years I have been listening this from our seniors, theatre is dead, theatre is dead, theatre is dead. अभी तक तो मरा नहीं. तो दिस इज़ माई पर्सनल फीलिंग कि अगर उसको ज़िंदा रखना है, और उसको ज़िंदा बस इसलिए नहीं रखना क्योंकि म्यूज़ियम में रखना है, उसको वाइब्रेंट रखना है, तो उसमें यंग एक्टर्स को, यंग लोगों की इंगेजमेंट को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. एंड द कैंपस थिएटर इज़ अ वेरी पोटेंट, rather campus is a very potent region where theatre could be performed, could be triggered, because that theatre is only passion driven and one can take risk. In commercial theatre, the amount of risk you can take is very calculated. Beyond that, you don't wish to, because you have to recover the cost of the auditorium, which is exorbitantly high. I don't wish to name the auditoriums, we all know that. But within campus, you can actually take the risk because students have nothing to lose. All they can lose is that they do not win, which is fine, I think. You see, but they have a performance to take up. And I think in the last 7-8 years, campus theatre has evolved multifold significantly. And I humbly take the credit because ACT Festival has helped them, enabled them by giving a tremendous space um, of performance. My intent is to continue with campus theatre, and I work a great deal with college students and post college students. Those who are professionals, they are subsequently becoming professionals after graduating from their colleges and working with them. So rarely I'll invite the so-called professional from outside. So my own people, they are trained really well, those who graduate from college and you see work with different directors across India. They are the ones who stand with me, they work with me. And couple of students who graduate from different colleges, they work with us. So the kind of work and the kind of space I operate in is you see campus, outside campus, but most of the people who work with me are from Delhi University campus. So the ratio could be 60-40 or 70-30 maybe. 70 are college students, post-college students, those who have just finished their graduation in the age group of 20 to 30. So that's the kind of age group I work with, and I really feel that they are passionate. They have this positive energy to do something in life, and whatever little they do theatre, perhaps for a year or so, for 2 years or 3 years, they give their best. And I think that's very important. Now Delhi University campus theatre is a big movement. You see some 30-35 teams doing regular theatre. Gone are the days when there were 3 elite colleges only doing theatre. Now you see evening colleges who had no name. They are in the forefront doing real good work. Street theatre movement is on. This road you see culture, the street culture is seen to be beginning to evolve, and one can see a lot of theatre festivals, theatre competitions happening outside the elitist space of auditorium with lights and everything. It's happening in open. It's a heartening thing. I think one thing I would like to complain about is the overtly you see competitive nature of these festivals and competitions. If one can sort of try to keep that away, the spirit of theatre is very heartening and very sort of it's so joyful. It's so joyful, and it takes everything from you.
Okay, so coming back to this college theatre and street theatre. So one of the plays in which you were associated with was called off, and a ban was put onto it.
Right.
So what's your take on that?
You see, I'm a convener of this theatre group called Ankur, which is a part of Delhi University Khalsa College, and they did a Nukkad Natak, a street performance called Welcome to the Machine, which has not been called off, let me tell you, and there is no ban to the play. I think these are a couple of myths which are rotating, spread around. I don't know how, perhaps a lot of people wrote about it, and couple of statements are ambiguous, not clear. There's a letter which has come from Delhi University Students Union, and they wrote in a letter that they have certain problems with the play on account of the content, and the play should be scrutinized, and they asked for a ban. You see, those who asked for a ban, that does not mean the ban is being done. So this play is still alive and kicking. They are going to perform soon. But since the letter has come, for a time being, and also exams around the corner, so students are back to their studies and they have to take the exams. In the meantime, there is a committee which is going to be set up, and that committee is going to look at the content of the play and give their decision. So I think in a democratic setup, you see, we are allowed to disagree. We are allowed to say no, this is not right. But asking for a ban is unacceptable. This should be condemned. And I think the letter which has come from DUSU is not a very well written letter. They asked for the banning of the society. You see, instead of looking at the content of the play, I think whosoever wrote the letter needs to look at it once again. It's not done in a constitutional tone. We respect each other, and we respect their voice as well. We believe in diversity, and we believe that those who are discontented, those who feel that the play is anti somebody or anti community, one should sit down, discuss, debate, and take it up. That's democracy. Banning is not going to help. Banning any piece of literature, be it 300 Ramayanas of A.K. Ramanujan, or Wendy Doniger's Hindus, or any film. There's a film called Unfreedom which has been banned recently. It's not going to help sustain, create a healthy society. One should debate, and I think that's the spirit of democracy.
Okay, sir. So well said. So who's one director who's like right now living, to whom you look up to, or you really admire his or her
You
work?
mean film director? Or
No, the theatre director. Yeah.
Well, a lot of directors I look up to. There is one, Royston Abel, whom I really admire, and I had done one production with him also. I really respect and admire his way of working. So that Royston has the ability to think out of the box, and he thinks ahead of times. And I think he's one director I would like to be associated with for the rest of my life.
Okay. So, sir, any message you would like to give to the audience who are watching you, who are on TheatreAdda.com?
Well, you see, I come from a family where there is no sense of theatre. Generally, people who are resourceful, they get into theatre, and that is also not the case with me. So I come from a family which struggled to survive and still struggling to survive. Even then, I managed to do theatre. They have a say. They have a very strong, concern for me that in a third world country like ours, how would I survive as we move on? And obviously, slowly and gradually with age, you also have to take care of other responsibilities. How will one take care of it? That's their concern. I feel consistency is something which can respond to this concern. So I request all of you, whosoever would like to dabble, not only theatre, in any art form, be consistent. If you leave something after 6 months, it's not going to help you. Do it for maybe 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. If you are loving it. I enjoyed theatre since day one, and I still enjoy it. And this is my 12th or 13th or 14th year, right? So I think while enjoying it, you need to be consistent. Leaving it in between is not going to take you anywhere. You see, success would come on your way, so you don't have to rush after any success, and there is no shortcut. There's no shortcut.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a great learning, and I hope this interaction of ours inspires others too. Thank you for being there on TheatreAdda.com.
Thank you so much, TheatreAdda.